We're going to discuss binomial expansions and expressions. Number 6. Expand 2 minus half x raised to power 6 up to the term including x power 4. That is part A. So we can start by attending to part A. We can first of all list the binomial coefficients to power x, to power 6, that is. So the first one is 1. Then the next one is usually 6, 15, 20, 15, 6, then 1. So these are the 7 binomial coefficients for power 6. Now we can start now expanding the binomials above, whereby 2 starts with power 6, then negative half x power 0. Now in the next term, 2 will have decreasing powers, so it goes to 5, but negative half x will have increasing powers. So negative half x now takes power 1. Then in the next term, we shall have 2 taking up power 4 and negative half x taking up power 2. We continue to power 3. Then half x takes power 3. 2 power 2, negative half x power 4. This should be negative half x. Therefore, actually that is where we should be ending, because we are expanding up to the term which has x power 4. So that is the term we intend to reach at. So now I can open up these brackets, whereby 2 power 6 is equivalent to 64 in the first term. 2 power 6 is 4, and anything power 0 is usually 1. Therefore, we are having 1 times 64 multiplied by 1 again. So we get 64. Then we go to the next term now, whereby we are starting by a 6, then 2 power 5, which is a 32, and negative half x power 1. Anything power 1 remains the way it is. So it will remain negative half x. So now we'll be multiplying negative half x times 32 times 6. So 32 times 6, 32 times 6 times negative half, and this will be negative 96. Remember that will be x here. Now the next term, which starts with a 15, and 2 power 4, which is a 16, will be multiplied by negative half x power 2. It should be understood that when we raise everything to power 2 or any other even power, the negative disappears, because negative half times negative half is positive a quarter, then x squared. Therefore, we'll have 15 times 16 times negative a quarter x squared. Therefore, 15 times 16 times a quarter, this will be 60. This time around, positive 60 x squared. Then the next will automatically be a minus. We start with 20. This is 2 power 3, which is 8. The negative half x power 3. This remains negative because the power is odd. So negative half raised to power 3 becomes negative 1 over 8 x power 3. So we'll be having now 20 times 8 times negative 1 over 8. And this will be negative 20 x power 3. Remember, 8 is cancelling with 1 out of 8 when you raise up to power 3. Finally, we are going to add. We start with 15. 2 power 2 is a 4. Then we have negative 1 over 4 x power 4. Negative 1 over 2 x power 4. This becomes a 1 out of 16. 1 out of 16. Now without a negative. So it will be 15 multiplied by 4 times 1 over 16, which is going to be 3.75 x power 4. So now we have expanded the expression up to the term containing x power 4. Use your expansion in A above to evaluate 1.95 raised to power 6. So ours is to equate to negative half x with 1.95 because the powers are the same, they just cancel one another. Therefore, we're going to have a half x equals to, when we take 2 and we subtract 1.95, I'm getting negative, positive 0.05. Then now to remain with x, we have to multiply by 2 both sides. So this becomes 0.1. Therefore, now with this as the value of x, now we substitute it in the expanded form up there, such that we'll have 64 minus 96, x is 0.1 plus 60, 0.1 squared, then minus 20, 0.1 power 3, plus finally 3.75 multiplied by 0.1 power 4 now. This is supposed to be power 4. Let me write it well. Yeah, power 4 like that. So now I can use my calculator to compute this value. And this is giving me 54.98. This is to 4 significant figures. Thank you for following. Subscribe and share.